Hello students. Today we'll be starting with the string manipulation. The first topic here is wrapper classes. Wrapper classes are what? They are the subclasses of an abstract class number, which is a member of the java.lang package. Wrapper classes provide the facilities to wrap primitive data types in terms of objects. They are needed to convert string into other primitive data types and vice versa. Now Java provides a wrapper class separately for each of the 8 primitive data types, that is byte, short, char, integer, long, float, double and boolean. One thing which we should remember here is that the name of the wrapper class always starts with an uppercase letter, whereas the data type starts with a lowercase letter. The next topic is autoboxing. The automatic conversion of primitive data type into the object of its wrapper class is known as autoboxing. Now we can see the syntax of autoboxing here. We can do it in two ways, by assigning data or by using the new keyword. By assigning data, the syntax is first the wrapper class name will be written, then the object name equals to data value with a semicolon. By using the new keyword, we can write wrapper class, then the object name equals to new, then the wrapper class constructor and the data value. Example is given over here. Integer, this is the wrapper class, p is the object equals to new integer 32. The next is unboxing. The conversion of objects data into a specific primitive data type is called unboxing. For example, if we write integer n equals to 45, what we are doing, we are creating a variable of wrapper class integer and assigning the value 45 to it. And then in the next statement we are writing int t equals to n. What we are doing, the value of this integer wrapper object n is stored in the primitive integer variable t. This is called as unboxing. Students, many times this autoboxing and unboxing has come in the board examinations. So please learn this by heart. The difference comes. The next topic is, what is the need of this autoboxing and unboxing? Autoboxing is needed for the following purposes: to pass a primitive data to a method that uses argument as wrapper object, and second, to add a primitive data into an array list. Unboxing is used for the following purposes: to pass objects data to a method that uses primitive argument, to copy an element from an array list object to a primitive variable. Now we come to character class. A character is an alphanumeric element, letter or digit or any other special symbol which is enclosed in single quotes. Java uses the character wrapper class to deal with character related operations. Assigning a character is assigned to a variable using the following syntax. First we write the data type char, then we write the variable name ch equals to, in single quotes we give the character constant known as the character literal. Autoboxing a character can also be done. A character can also be assigned to an object of character wrapper class like this. Character, first the wrapper class name is given, then the ch variable is given equals to new character, and in single quotes we give the character literal. So here ch is the wrapper class object and equals to new is the keyword, and character on the right hand side is the constructor of character class, and we are passing a character literal as parameter here. Now there are certain character functions which we are going to discuss here. The first is the isLetter function, which is going to return a boolean type value and in which we pass a character type value as parameter. It is used to find whether the specified character value is a letter or not. For example, see these three statements: system.out.println character dot is letter, and in single quotes we have written p. This is statement 1. Statement 2, character dot is letter 0. Character dot is letter 65. The statement 1 will print the value true as p is an uppercase letter. Statement 2 will print false as 0 is neither an uppercase or a lowercase letter. It is a digit. Whereas statement 3 will print true as it will implicitly typecast the value 65 to its character A, capital A. So it will print true. The next character function is isDigit function. This also returns a boolean type value and it checks whether the specified character is a digit or not. Please look at the examples here. If I write system.out.println character.isDigit and in single quotes I write P, this is a character, so it should return false. So the output will be false. And in the second case, system.out.println character is letter 9, it should return true since the character is a digit. We come to the next function, that is letter or digit. This checks whether the specified character ch is an alphanumeric character or not. Alphanumeric means it can either be a letter or a digit. So if I pass the value p to this first statement of example, system.out.println character.is letter or digit p, it will display true. The second will also display true because it is a lowercase character. The third will also display true because it is a digit. But the fourth one, a question mark, it will display false because it is neither a character, a letter or a digit. So it will display false. The next function is white space. Now white spaces include space, tab and new line. So it determines whether the specified character is either of these three. Also we have to remember that the ASCII value of tab is 9. So if I pass 9 here, it will also return true. Boolean written over here means it will return true or false. So see the examples here. System.out.println character.is twice space p, it will display false because it is a character and not a white space. In the second one it will display true. In the third one it will display true because new line character is a white space character. Fourth one it will display false. Fifth one it will display true as it is the ASCII value of tab. The fifth character function is uppercase. It determines whether the specified character is an uppercase letter or not. System.out.println character.it uppercase A, it will display true since capital A is given over here and it is an uppercase character. In the second one it will display false because it is a lowercase character. In the third one 65 is passed, so it will automatically typecast it into the character A since it is the ASCII value of A. So it will display true. Next function is lowercase. It determines whether the specified character is a lowercase letter or not. It is similar to the above function. If I pass capital B, it will display false. If I pass small b, it will display true. If I pass 98, it will display true as 98 is the ASCII code of small b. The next character function is to uppercase. Now is uppercase and is lowercase used to check whether they are in uppercase or lowercase. These are used to convert. So see the return type. The return type is char. So it will convert and print the corresponding uppercase character. If the ASCII value is passed, then it returns the ASCII value of the corresponding uppercase letter. See the examples. System.out.println character.to uppercase small a, it will display capital A. If it is already in uppercase in the beginning, so it will display the same character. If 48 is being passed, it is a non-alphabetic character, so it will display the same value. 48 will be displayed. If we are passing 97, 97 is the ASCII code for small a. So it will convert it into the ASCII code of capital A and print 65. This is how it is done. The next function is to lowercase. It is just the opposite of to uppercase function. It converts the given character into its uppercase form. The last function is toString function. This toString function converts and returns a character argument into string. It returns into string, so the return type is also string. And a character ch is being passed as a parameter. See the example, character dot toString, and in brackets I have written single quotes b. This converts this character into a string object. These are the various character functions. Please remember that all character functions are to be written with the wrapper class character and not with the object. Character dot to uppercase, character dot is uppercase, character dot toString. This is all in this video. The chapter will be continued in part 2. Thank you, students.